FIA's World Endurance Championship, or WEC, is still a young racing series. First held in 2012, it conforms to the rules of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Races take place on various continents and last anywhere from 6 to 24 hours, with several drivers taking turns behind the wheel.
This year you have a very intensive program with the endurance, with manufacturers involved on this program, with a very specific spirit coming from Le Mans at the beginning, and that we can modelize and transport all around the world.
4 different classes meet on the WEC starting line. GTE Pro and GTE M are street legal cars adapted for racing that can be driven either by professionals or amateurs, known as gentleman drivers. LMP1 and 2 are sports prototypes that are built exclusively for the race. Audi is one of the car makers taking part. Audi's Wolfgang Ulrich says the WEC is a very special event in endurance racing, one that requires the performance of a traditional race car over the long haul. It makes it a unique combination of speed and durability. He says a long-distance race, such as a 24-hour event, is like a whole Formula One season compressed into a single weekend. Audi won the previous year's inaugural race with its R18 e-tron Quattro, and the team appears set to take the World Championship title this year too. Although the last race has not yet been run, Audi has built up an unassailable overall lead, and they're helped by the keen enthusiasm of their drivers and crew, who have all been giving their best.
The World Championship means a lot for all of us. I think Audi Sport Team Europe is the best team in the world, and to do it over so many races, including the 24 Hours of Le Mans, means that teamwork really works. We have been together for many years, and always having this hunger to do the pit stop a few seconds faster, to do everything optimized without making a mistake. This has been very much, I think, the key for our team and our success of winning a championship, which we are all very proud of.
Toyota is currently Audi's only real competition in the LMP1 class. In the GTE Pro class, Audi's also up against factory teams from Ferrari, Aston Martin, and Porsche. Germany's Jörg Bergmeister is driving a Porsche 911 RSR number 91. He says the experience is like driving a sports car anywhere, but in a GT car, you have to keep an eye on the rearview mirror because the faster prototypes come from behind. At the same time, he also has to focus on overtaking the slower gentleman drivers. It means having to be very attentive in the car and hopefully not hitting anyone. Being overtaken isn't something Audi's R18 has to worry about much with its e-tron Quattro hybrid concept. Its front wheels are powered by 2 80-kilowatt electric motors, while a 3.7-liter diesel engine at the rear puts out almost 360 kilowatts. Next year, new rules take effect in which fuel efficiency plays a much bigger role. Audi plans to introduce a successor car to match. The WEC has taken its place among the top professional racing series, and the audience has a chance to get close to the action. This includes autograph sessions on the pit walk. Audi driver Alan McNish is looking forward to taking to the wheel afterwards.
The circuit is quite tight and twisty, but the sand is generally blowing around. If you run off slightly, then there's a lot of sand that goes into the tyres. There's a big change in temperatures. Now it's a little bit later in the year, but that means that the race runs from daylight to dark, and you've got a big change there. So from the technical point of view, it's a very, very hard race here.
The 8th and final race of the season has started. The mixture of different classes promises racing excitement as so many drivers struggle to overtake one another. In the LMP1 class, Toyota refuses to make things easy for Audi. Cars 7 and 8, which are also hybrid vehicles, put up a determined fight against Ingolstadt's best. In the coming year, Porsche plans to compete in this class for the World Championship. Then the race goes into the night, demanding increased attention from the drivers. But suddenly on lap 95, car number 2 is out of the race. It's the first technical failure of an R18 in 23 races.
I don't know yet. We have to find out. It's probably something around the gearbox, but I don't know exactly.
The final bend comes after 6 hours and 199 laps. In this race, Toyota can't be beat. Audi's car number 1 finishes second, but Audi still takes the WEC title. They're the new World Endurance Champions.